prize Champions TCG event. We're going to be doing streaming some games, and join us, get involved, get into the Discord, discord.gg/ChampionsTCG. Hit me up, Manifestable, hop into our games, and we will compete on stream. We're going to be competing in Gen 2, and yeah, if you win on stream, $25 to you. All right, I'm in the ranked queue, so we'll just see who comes in.
Started.
We'll make an announcement on the Discord too. All right, we're going up against Brodnick. I'm going second. Looks like he passed turn 1. Think I have a turn 2 Woofa. Business comes down. Turn 2 Woofa seems good. Let's go with that. It'll probably be a turn 3 Ladacia. We're playing Gen 2 format right now. All right, so Mechwing comes down and bounces Woofa, which isn't too bad because I had the Ami. So I can draw with Greed, pass back, and then on turn 4. So that was 3 mana. Because that was turn 3. So we increase our mana once per turn. Down comes the Ice Eagle with the Blizzard, freezing my Ami, then an attack, killing it with Business. So we're seeing a pretty aggressive, fast start out here. I could go Fangs with the Curse to kill the Business and try to drop the Fyron on the Ice Eagle. Another thing I could do is just get my Snow Gaze in right now. I'm not too worried. I could also Ocho. Do I think this game is going to go long? Yeah, we'll get Snow Gaze on. Four mana with Greed. That was the best case scenario for me, to have Ice Eagle trade with my Snow Gaze. Down comes Ocho, so that was not the best case scenario for me. Now, how do I want the rest of this game to go? I have 5 mana. I probably need to kill... I'm a little bit low. My opponent has 7 cards in hand. I could go Ocho, take down Mechwing, then play Fangs on the Business. Or I could be greedy and just play Snow Gaze again. Why don't I do that? I'll play Snow Gaze here and then draw 2 more cards. Down comes Fangs, take out the Business, end my turn. Not too bad. For some reason, I thought I would have been able to play the Snowbeak there, so maybe I wouldn't have done that. Cryo Slice for 5 mana. I could play Ladacia and then play Fyron. Let's see, I'm down to 41. I could play Ice Eagle. I think I need to play Fyron right now. I'm kind of getting a little bit nervous. It worked. Okay. Let's see. Just Ladacia. All right. We'll pass back. My opponent's still at 60. Ladesha has the ability Retribution, which means that if you leave it on the battlefield, anything that you play out there is threatened to be killed by that Retribution. So my opponent is incentivized to kill my stuff. All right, let's see. I could attack this Mech Wing. That's not a bad idea. We'll do that. Then we'll trade, or we'll evolve the Ignisteel. And the Ignisteel, I think, will get this Cryo Slice. That was successful. Now I have 6 mana. I can wipe my opponent's board for free, which I may do. And then I think I just want to play some maybe like Snowbeak and Double Business. Or I could go Woofa. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just go Snowbeak, take out an Ice Cube, Ocho, take out an Ice Cube, and pass. And now I've sort of solved my problems. I'm still at about half of my life total. We're going to start to play like a slightly grindier game now. Okay. I have a Boopa Snoot. I can evolve an Ice Eagle. I should evolve my Ice Eagle. That's for sure. So to evolve that Ice Eagle, that means the Snowbeak's getting in. I also have a Mech Wing, so that's 3. So I have 3 for my Mech Wing, 1 for my evolved Ice Eagle. Okay, this is fine. Ice Eagle evolves. Freezing here. Mech Wing comes down. That gives me 4 mana. Whoops. This gets bounced. Gwaints gets bounced. Okay, now I have a Frozen Woofa. I can take that out. And then I have a I think I'll just go Ocho. My life total is a little bit important here. I know that my opponent is going to want to play the Gwaints next turn. And I don't think I have a solution. I don't think I have an answer for it. Instead, Stonefur comes down, but I was pretty set up to beat a Stonefur. So that's good. Queens comes down. Now we're counting what we have on board. 18, 21, 27. I have 27 on board right now. That would drop my opponent to roughly 30, so that's still not too scary of a life total for him. All right, let's see. So I'm thinking about trading my 5 creatures for his 3 because of that Gwaints. That just shows you the power of that Gwaints. And I could do it and still get in I can still get in 9 damage, so it's not terrible. All right, let's do that. All right. Okay, now I have 9 mana. I think I want to start with the business. Okay, I definitely want to... I drew another Woofa, so I'm fine to draw another... Huh. I think I left my turn expire there. I had some more mana to spend, but didn't end up getting to spend it. Down comes Speedy. My opponent has 6 cards in hand. Shadow Steel comes down. That has Wind Seeker, so opponent's going to be able to find an evolution and put it into hand. I got the Fangs, which is a nice card. All right, so... All right, we'll start with another business, just because I might as well. Business. Fangs coming down will leave me with 6 mana. I could Speedy, or I could Ignisteel. Okay, let's see. So 3. Okay, so 2, 2, and 2. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just go Speedy here. Now I have 4. And I think that's a Gweens. Yeah, and a Boopa Snoot. With the plan that maybe I will be able to evolve my Snoot next turn. And I have these double bugs. Double bugs can buy me a little bit of life. But not bad. I'm down to 8 cards in my library. So, I don't want to draw... Maybe I do. I don't want to draw too quickly. I will draw 1 off of the Woofa, assuming that Snoot survives. Icicle comes down, freezing the Gweens. The Frozen Gweens is kind of not that big of a deal for me because I have the Ignisteel. So I could theoretically combust it. My opponent takes out the Gweens anyway, but he does keep a Speedy on the board because of the Gweens didn't deal Retribution. Oh, and he backfires his combustion, so that was kind of good for me. Okay, so I can kill the Icicle and keep my Boopa Snoot alive because it has the Aegis Shield. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to evolve Woofa. That'll cost me 1 mana. It'll draw me a card. I got the Gweens. I could kill the Speedy with a business. 5 mana for the Cryo Slice. Would leave me 3 mana. So, or I could go Ignisteel. I kind of like Ignisteel. Hopefully I don't backfire. Get that Fire End off of the battlefield. That was successful. Now I can play another Woofa. Or do I'm just going to play the Gweens and just play it safe. And I would rather... I probably should have attacked with business there. Just in case it gets Whirlwind, I would rather have Fangs back in my hand. But that's a little bit of a corner case scenario. Next turn, I probably want to try to play this Cryo Slice and the double bugs. I can Mech Wing anything that's dangerous. I'm attacking for 16 next turn, which is dead in 3 turns, and maybe 2 if I can add to the board. So he definitely has to answer my board right now. I have the Gweens as a protection. He could freeze it. Okay, so his own Ladacia. Oh, he's going to try to, and he did. That was a good play. And it worked. But he's down to 2 cards in hand. So now basically I just want to run him out of cards. So cards like Woofa are good for me right now because they take a turn to set up. So now I have 6. I'll get my attack in. I know I'm going to do that. So 6 is like a 5 and a no, 5 and a 1, or yeah, we'll keep that. No, 4 and a 2 is probably what I want to do. Although I could just play Ami, draw a card, and play Ladasha. That adds 8 power to my board. If I play Icicle and Cutie Bug, yeah, I'll play. No, I'm just going to be greedy and play Ami, draw a card, play Ladasha. I could also play Fyron right now. Is that even worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, I'll play Fyron. I just drew it off of the Ami, so I might as well. I'm getting lucky with my combustion, so let's see if I get lucky again, and I do. My opponent's at, we're both at 29 now. I'm attacking for 16 again next turn. And I'm keeping my own powerful Blizzard cards now. Let's see. Okay, so I could attack with Woofa. Do I have a haste card? I kind of wanna Mechwing, but I shouldn't keep Mechwing just in case. Okay, yeah. So I'll play the Cryo Slice. I'll play the Icicle. Should I just ignore the creatures and go for face right here? I have a backup Cryo Slice. I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do a defensive Blizzard right there. These cards are hard to deal with. I'm likely attacking for some amount of damage next turn. I have a Mechwing as a backup in case. Okay, so it's a Frostwing. I think I have lethal 13, 17. Yeah, that's lethal. All right, it was a good game. Well played, Brodnick. All right, let's jump back in the queue. Let's see. I gained 16 ranking. Let's see where I'm at on the leaderboard here. Zix is 5th. I ended the season last season 7th, but I'm 15th because, as you can see, that was my second game, but I am undefeated. This player's also undefeated. Famer Coom, 12-0. I don't even know who that is. I haven't even met them yet in the Discord. All right, well, we'll jump back in the queue. Somebody that wants to play ranked. Let's see if we have. We don't have a special guest. We might have a special guest join us later in the chat.
Your game has started.
We will bring them in. It's probably going to be Brodnick again. Nope, it's Vanquish. Okay, I'm going second again. You can tell if you're going first or second because second place always starts with White Lily. Okay, Business is a great draw for me. I'm going to play that on turn 2. It gives me a card advantage, and we saw that the card advantage was what won me the game last game. Okay, so I really like that double pass, and I'm playing Business. The one thing about your opponent passing on turn 1 and turn 2, it does tip you off that they have a handful of spells. They have gas in there, you know. Okay, it was Fortifications, so that's a card. I can kill it with the Beak. So I could kill it with the Beak and the Business, then play the White Lily and add a Cutie Bug to my board. My opponent has 6 cards in hand. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So Fortifications down, one of the Otherworldly cards. We will add White Lily just to get the bug down. Do we want to? Yeah, we'll bless the bug. Blessing the Snowbeak is also worth considering. It would make it a 4/7, which would mean it would survive an attack from Ocho. But blessing the bug keeps the bug out of the range of Retribution, and also keep Snowbeak out of the range of Fangs. So now we have a mech wing. We have 10 power on board. Our bug can survive this retribution. So if we trigger it, our opponent has 6 cards in hand. We could attack with Cutie Bug, then kill the Ladacia. It wipes our board entirely and play Snowgaze. We would have 9 cards in hand compared to our opponent's 6. I don't know if I love that. Why don't we just ignore Ladacia for right now? And maybe plan to do that next turn? Maybe add Woofa. Woofa also stays out of the range of... no, because then we can't... maybe I shouldn't have ignored... I shouldn't have ignored that. Alright, we're just going to pass with 4 mana. We're just not going to spend it. We'll just let our opponent trigger Ladacia on their turn. Then we will play Snowgaze on turn 5. Seems fine. We could also Ignisteel on turn 5. See, we were considering doing that anyway. The difference is that we would have drawn 2 cards. So now we know that our opponent has a Munta. We could Snowgaze, play Boopasnoot, go. We would be taking 5 on the crackback. I kind of like that, though. But the other option is Ignisteel, hope, cross our fingers. If Ignisteel backfires, that's still not so bad. I'm going to go with Snowgaze and Boopasnoot. Snowgaze can die to Munta, but then Boopasnoot can clean it up. And also, if the Snoot survives, we can woof it next turn. I passed back. Our opponent has 7 cards. We have 9 cards. We're winning the card advantage battle right now. Even though our opponent, like, 4-for-1'd us with that Ladacia. Okay, down comes the Slice and gets rid of the Gaze. Okay, so that was a good turn for our opponent. I do have Ami to keep the advantage. I could Ami and then Woofa. Or I could Ami and then Ladacia. I kind of like that idea. Yeah, we'll just go Ami, Ladacia, go. And say, okay, you have a board advantage. Let's see how long that lasts. So the opponent can tack us back for 14. That would drop us to 41. We're still at a healthy 2/3 of our starting life total. We have plenty of time to figure out how to outmaneuver our opponent. And if our opponent does nothing, then we can just take their board down. Okay, so yeah, they're going to freeze the Ladacia. That makes sense. They're going to trade with Ami with their Fangs. Then they have an attack for 12 here. It was a backfired combustion, so that works in our favor. We're at a roughly even life total with our opponent. We can combust our opponent's... We can combust our own Ladacia. That would be 5. We can play another Ladacia. We could freeze... No, I don't like any of these plans. Okay, so if I just go Woofa, Ladacia, Snoot, go, I'm taking 15, 19 on a crackback, going to 24. My opponent has 4 cards in hand. So Woofa, Ladacia, Boopasnoot, go. Is that right? Or no, because I want to play... Maybe I just try to preserve the life total a little bit and just go something like, okay, Woof. Okay, so I do have 2 Woofas because I was worried I wouldn't have a way to evolve my I guess I could have thought a little bit harder about whirlwinding the cryo slice, but I just like this plan, just taking a big aggressive and attack from my opponent this turn. Next turn I'll have so that was 7. So next turn I'll have 8. So I'll be able to evolve, go to 7, and then I could play Ignis Steel, Speedy, crack in with my double Ladacia to wipe the opponent's board. They definitely don't really want to play out cards right now, knowing that those Ladacias are out there. They could mech wing one and freeze the other. That's kind of the worst case scenario. But okay, if they do that and then attack me for 19, I'm at 24 with the Woofa and the Boopa Snoot on the battlefield. If they get rid of both. Okay, so this is also the worst case scenario, is getting run over by like a big Sanctum, big Otherworldly effect. If they had like a double Sanctum or like a Sanctum. Okay, so that was a good turn. They got the combustion to work that time. We've been getting lucky with them. The nice part is that I am going to be able to wipe the opponent's board out here. To do that, I'm going to want to make that if I crack this in, I could just attack with my 2 Ladacias, right? Then everything dies. I could draw a card and see what I... So I'm at 13. I think I should do that. I'll just draw a card because that could change my decision. I'm in a little bit of trouble here just because my life total is so low. And the opponent knows that that I had the double. Oh, I attacked the wrong thing. I was supposed to attack the Munta right there. That was silly of me. But it does keep me with a Okay, so yeah, I just passed. I ran out of time right there. That was bad. I'm in trouble. I'm going to take 7 that I shouldn't be taking the 7 this turn. I could be dead to any Ocho. There's a Boopa Snoot, so that's good. Maybe it ends up saving me somehow. Okay, Icicle comes down, freezing the Ladacia. That's fine. I can deal with that. I can deal with that too. Attack for 7 and then pass. Here, okay, I am going to have to get a little lucky. So, oh, okay, so I have a Fearon. I should use the Fearon. Okay, so I'm probably going Fearon like Mechwing. This is a little bit risky because I'm at 6, so that could have killed me. I have Speedy too. Okay, down comes Speedy, and then that gives me 4 mana. Or I could just go, yeah, 3. Okay, yep. Down comes Speedy. Gets rid of the Snoot. And then just play Amy and draw a card and say go. I was hoping that I could get the bug. I'm dead to any Ocho again. Oh, it was a combustion. Yeah, so I just backfired there. So we'll let Vanquish know that they won $25. right. Let's get another game. Let's jump back into the queue. Let's see how that affected my leaderboard ranking. I'm 17th. Okay. That's not so bad. I lost 4 places. Do I want to change anything in my deck? I don't think so. Deck feels fine.
Your game has started.
I'm playing against Brodnik now, so I'm on the play this time. I could wait to turn 2 and just play business, or I could get in a quick Boopa Snoot. There's no evolution, so I'll just pass. I'll just play Snoot on a future turn. I'll just run out business on turn 2. What up? Looks like we got our guest in the studio with us. The TCG Maestro, the Lord himself. How you doing? Yeah, I think. Are you muted? Let me unmute you. You're good now. Yeah. Welcome on stream.
Did you just get wrecked in here?
I did, yeah. I totally misplayed too, so it was my own fault.
Dude, it's tough out here. I'm scared to go in there right now, dude. Those otherworldlies, like, I can't do it, dude. Once you get to max mana turns, it's fucked.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I can beat the otherworldly deck.
What do you got? What are you going with here?
I'm going with straight up Jacob Wilson. Like, this one's just maybe Cutie Bug, Boopus.
You have no otherworldlies in here?
No otherworldlies.
That's what I was trying to do last night. And
yeah, we'll go with the Life Boo myself and the Boopa Snoot. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm playing Jacob Wilson's tournament list.
Was he beating otherworldlies with this?
Yeah, he didn't run one single otherworldly. The thing is, though, that I think it's possible to build a great otherworldly deck, but you do have to make some concessions. You have to sort of like play some cards that are a little bit less good to try to make your strategy work. And
I think we're about to nerf otherworldly anyway.
Yeah?
I think we're just gonna do where only one can be in the field at a time, because buffing themselves and shit, that's no fun.
I love the buffing themselves. I think it's cool.
Well, Nikki Sanders is like, when can buildings affect? That's like, it's a field card, dude. Are they supposed to be like these huge, powerful things? I'm running into like 10, 14 fortifications and shit.
Yeah. Well, you have to, you got to outsmart it,
All right, I'm going to let you got to win this game here, dude. You're at 17th, man.
I know. So I could just trade with the Ice Eagle. Then I would be facing an attack for. Maybe I'll just do that. I think it's like slightly wrong, but I'll just do it. Preserve the life total a little bit.
Brodnik's got the otherworldlies in there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think he might have been who crushed me last night.
Yeah. The thing is, though, that, they only affect their own element, so.
Well, it's the normals. You just have those 3 normal otherworldlies, and then you got 6 of them in there, and then they're just. Yeah.
Yeah, but you they aren't that good early game. Okay, so that kind of worked perfect. I did take an attack from Ocho, but that's fine. I can, let's see. I'll play Amy. What would I hope to draw here? A Boopa, a Speedy. Or I could just play Boopa Snoot. Next turn, I'll have 6 mana, so I want to spend 3 and 3. So maybe I just get in Snowbeak. I'll just get in Speedy. Yeah, so yeah, the otherworldlies are only good later in the game, and they do come down, and they're not that good on the turn they come into play. They're only really good if you get to start a turn with one in play, All right, he backfired his combustion, guys. The Lord himself. Your coffers are safe. You know, at least for now. Oh, he took out the Ami. Wow, that was a. I don't know that I would have done that. Okay, so I'm playing 2 3-mana cards, but I don't want to play the Gwints or the Ladasha right now. So maybe I just play Byron. It's how bad it feels when you get your own combustions backfired and then your opponents just pop off like it ain't no thing. You're just like, sweet, must be nice.
Yeah, no, it always happens just at the right time. I think I was like playing out. I
Yeah.
had him getting on the ropes, dude.
Yep.
Double back-to-back backfires.
My hand is triple retribution right now. They're a little bit less good when they're in these giant clunks, Like 2 is good, but 3 is a little overkill. All right.
He's overkill, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta get them in there.
Next turn I'll have 7 mana, so I could spend like 5 and 2, or I could spend 3, 3 and 1. Let's see, I have a Cutie Bug. See, Cutie Bug is like a Jacob Wilson special where he's been playing this card, and I looked at it and I didn't think it was that good, but apparently it is
Cutie
good.
Bug or Cutie Pillar? I can't see him. I'm
Yeah,
blocking.
that one's the Bug. The Bug is the 2-mana one.
Yeah, that's a good card, dude.
I think it's but it is. I know now it's good, but I didn't know it was good before.
It's like a 2/4/5, man. You can take a monk or something.
Yeah, well, it's just unsexy, right? Like it's just like, yeah, that's good, I guess, but Jacob Wilson loves these cards. Because they're flexible. Like in a late game, if you need it for life, you can get yourself. Business comes back down, draws Brodnik another 2 cards, then Fangs takes out Snowbeak. All right, Huron comes down, takes out the Slice. So that was. See, I don't like Slice or combustion it to just harm Slice. Like if you're gonna use a combustion, use it to kill something, even if it's not the best thing. All right, let's see. So we can go Fire on, hit Fangs. Okay, we can Bug. We'll put a Bloom there.
Are you doing a Hydroblast?
I am running Hydroblast, yeah. All right. So I don't want to run these Gwinces out until, and I also want to draw a card. So I'm gonna even though I could play something, I'm not gonna.
What about the play? Like he's gonna come in with a Guaince, Life Bloom it, Hydroblast himself, and then wipe you out.
Yeah, that's so I'm trying to play around that.
Because that's what got me last night. I'm like, oh yeah, here he goes.
Yep.
No whirlwinds. You're not Mech Wing.
I have them. I have 2. I'm not playing Shadow Steel, but the new Jacob Wilson list is playing Shadow Steel. All right, so my Boopa Snoot survives, so that was good. I can kill this Speedy.
There's your Mech Wing.
Yep. Kill the Speedy, evolve it to Woofa, draw the card. I drew a Snow Gaze. And then I can play Snow Gaze, maybe take out this Shadow Steel here, double attack with Slice, add Snow Gaze. I'll play Snow Gaze first just in case I draw something. And I drew an Ice Eagle, so I could either Mech Wing or I could Ice Eagle. Ice Eagle is worse if they have combustion. Yeah, I'll just mech wing.
Oh yeah, you can combust your own shit.
Yeah, you can combust your own Ladacia.
Oh, okay, that's much better than that. Because I was like the cutie pillar. That's a lot. You got to have the right, but a
You
combustion.
gotta have
on your
everything.
own, that's
No, the best play that I've seen so far is when you play out, like, this is why I'm not playing these like Ladacias and Guinces and stuff like that. Like, because what you do is you play when your opponent has like a giant board, but they play the Ladacia, you play your own Ladacia, then you rush their Ladacia with like a Ocho or something. That kills your Ladacia, and then it causes their Ladacia to, or then their whole board gets retribution. So that's a good play, I think.
Yep, just a counter
Yep.
them. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so what can survive retribution? Well, I think it's gonna be triple retribution, so probably not a lot. I could ignore it too, right? I could just ignore it. So I would have 8, 12, 19, 27. That would put my opponent to 6. Yeah, I'll just ignore their board and just say, go ahead, you got me. Because at least Woofa might survive, right? Yeah, I'll just play a Guines now. So they have to kill my, and then I'll reverse retribution on them. This is great. So what's going on? Is there anything new in the Champions TCG world? Is anything happening today?
Yeah, the Ordinals walletment's going on right now. Got fucking million.
Dude, did you see
going.
that?
No.
Oh, it was like I'd never seen so many retributions. There was 4 of them. It looked like an explosion of fireworks.
Clip it.
I'll clip it.
Is there an easy way to clip it like that?
I don't think so. Not in not unless I knew it was going to happen ahead of time. All right. Do you think I should just go for the win with the combustion right away? I should, right? Oh, it backfired.
Nice.
All right. Fangs. I think gets Frostwing out of the range. Oh, no. It can still kill my Ignis. Darn, that was not a good idea. But at least it dies. Actually, he wanted it to die. That wasn't that good. Bad play. At least when your combustions misfire, but you know you're just winning the game even if they do misfire, that's good. Because then you feel like, okay.
Yeah, it just like wasn't bad for you because you weren't like in, lethal territory. Man, that's like so devastating. That happens on a swings the game.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, let's see. Oh, it's my opponent's turn. Fire run comes down. Oh, he backfired and killed himself. All right. Good game, Brodnick. All right, we gained 16 ranking. Check our place on the leaderboard. 16th, so I only moved up 1 spot. But I could get all the way up to 12th with only 3 more points. And then there's a little
Famer Coombe, dude?
Don't even know. Famer
I don't
Coombe.
like these people coming in that you don't even know. They're coming in and just sitting on top of the leaderboard. Even our other streamer, Zero, he came in and just climbed to the top of the leaderboard. I'm like, no.
Yeah. All right, I'm just letting the team know we're doing some bounty streams. All righty, let's get back in the queue. So is there any idea about how long these seasons are going to be? Are they going to be pretty regular now? Or are they going to restart at the end of the year? Or what's shaking?
Yeah, I mean, they're at least going to be a month. A month just feels kind of short.
Yeah.
We had just some new updates, so it's a good time to reset, get rid of that old one. We're gonna send out some, airdrop cards for everybody those soon. Yeah, with the Ordinals, wanted a clean slate, and this is so that was season 0. This is officially season 1, and for a month. So probably get some more updates as we get closer to the end of the month, extended or how to do that.
All right. Well, I'm playing against Zero right now. He's one of the newly signed pros. I've been watching his stream. I like his content.
Yep. No, yeah, he plays a lot of different games. I kind of ran into him on Twitter, like when I first got started, talked with him a bit, and then we reconnected here in the last couple weeks. Yeah, he's great content. Is he streaming right now?
Yep. So I could run out Ladacia. I do have the White Lily, so I can play Ocho. I also like just playing Fearon, taking down Shadow Steel, and trying to evolve into the Ignisteel. I got it. He'll probably trade it with Snowbeak, but I'm fine with that. Attack for 2 and play an Ocho? No, he's going to evolve to Woofa. So what's my answer to a Woofa there? I could just play Snowgaze. Draw 2 cards. I would take an attack for 8. Next turn I have 5 mana. I could also use my White Lily this turn and play Fearon, play Snowbeak. So I could just play Snowbeak and then play Fearon. But or I could play my White Lily, play Snowbeak, and then play Ladacia. And then on turn 5, I would play I think just running out Snowbeak right here. Taking down the Gleens. Maybe just playing Cutie Bug. And keeping my White Lily. So the Ordinals Wallet Mint is live. What's going on? Are they getting minted individually or?
Yeah, it's in packs of 10 cards. You're just buying packs. They're opened immediately. Time-based mint. So the supply will be determined when we cut that off, likely like at the end of the season or maybe the end of the year, and then we'll just likely have a new set of champions after that. I'm also sending out gems to followers and people dropping good questions underneath any of these streams or hitting us up on Twitter with anything good. Send you some gems. You just have to let us know what your champion's username is.
All right. So the Woofa can take out my Firon. Not too bad. So the Gua King comes down. Now I have 6. I could just play Snowgaze and then I could play I could play Ocho, attack Woofa. That would leave me 2. And I could play the White Lily for an extra. Huh. Maybe I like if I play Snow Gaze, I will take 14, dropping me to 28. Okay. Seems fine. Okay, I also have Speedy right here.
I got to pop in a call with the Ordinals wallet guys. I'll be out of here for a few minutes and come
All right,
back.
sounds good.
See ya.
See ya. That wasn't terrible. I can live with that. I did draw gas there. I'm playing against the Gua King. There's a whole Gua family. All right, the beat comes down, trades with the gaze. That's fine. Fangs will take out Speedy. That's fine too. All right, so I'm a little bit punished for not having played. I played Speedy instead of Guainz. But I have a follow-up Snow Gaze. Again, I'm taking a crack back for 12. That'll drop me to 20. Oh, I have the White Lily still. 4. So next turn I'll have 8. What do I want to do next turn? Play like Cryo Slice and a 3-drop or Ignisteel and a 3-drop. Maybe I just play like double, like Ladacia, Guainz. So that's what? 3, 3, and then I could theoretically play a 2-drop. If I wanted to play out, I could just play Jelly for free. The other thing I can do, I don't know, this isn't the best situation to be in here. I don't think I need more cards. I think I need to deal with my opponent's board right now. So yeah, why don't we just try like Ladacia and Ocho or let's go double. There you go. I'm just gonna deal with my opponent's board right here. A little bit of a lackluster turn with I think I was on 8 mana, just playing using 6 of it. They're probably gonna ignore what I'm doing on with the double retribution. I'm at a high enough life total where I could Snow Gaze next turn if they deal with me. Or no matter what, I'm probably going to Snow Gaze next turn. I'll Snow Gaze and Ocho anything that they play. Or I could Snow Gaze Cryo Slice with the White Lily. They ignored it. Oh, wow. Was not expecting that. Oh, because they want to spend their mana. So they just want to commit to the board, and they saw the writing was on the wall. But that's good for me because I could theoretically like one-shot this Frostwing if I have a successful combustion. I could also freeze it. No, I don't have enough to do that. I have enough to maybe I do that. Because that also commits a lot of power to the board. So what it doesn't do is Snow Gaze this turn. So, okay, my plan would be to Cryo Slice, freeze the wing, play the White Lily, play the Ocho, crash in, put the wing to 1, and then the wing is frozen next turn. On my next turn, I Fangs to take it down. That's a fine turn, but I could also, if I could do something else like Snow Gaze, okay, why don't I do this? Why don't I just Snow Gaze to draw 2? Okay, I got a Mech Wing. Yeah, I'll just snow gaze and then no, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play this white lily. And then I'll play the slice. And it wasn't the perfect turn, but I got to I can still do sort of similar plan next turn and tempo the wing. But this time, this way I got to draw 2 cards. So he's going to Hydro Blast my Cryo Slice. I know this is his move. There it goes. All right. So he added 6 power to the board, so that was a good turn. Let's see. And Shadow Steel comes down, so he's down to 2 cards in hand. So I'll be able to trade with like the Gaze and something. Now I have 9. I've spent my lilies, so my opponent has 2 cards in hand. I have an Ocho. So I can Snow Gaze. I'll probably Snow Gaze here. Yeah, I'm just gonna tempo the opponent here. Mech Wing, so even though I would rather get rid of the Frostwing once and for all, because my opponent only has 2 cards in hand, I think it's important enough of a play to just get some get a presence on board, and my opponent will be able to cutie pillar down the Ocho, and that's okay. Maybe I should have done that differently. Could I have because there was a Shadow Steel. What was the other card that I killed last turn? Shadow Steel. And, okay. Oopa Snoot down. That's not cool, bro. Okay, we know that 1 card in his hand is Frostwing. There it is. So we have the Ice Eagle. Freeze. We have the Ocho. Crash in. And we have the clean kill on Fangs. Or do we do a clean kill on a Coob? Is Fangs better to kill than a Coob? Probably not. All right, so we have we each have 3 cards in hand. We knew that the opponent had a Frostwing, but he replayed, so the opponent has 3 unknown cards in hand. Ice Eagle comes down. It will freeze Ocho likely, and 4 damage will get in on it without the ability for retribution. We have this double. Okay, so that was right. He wind seeked. So he may have just gotten another Frostwing there with the Ice Eagle. So good to try to kill that Ice Eagle this turn so he doesn't draw an additional card. I do have some... Okay, so that's good. My opponent is trading with my cards. I want the opponent to do that. All right. Combustion. Oh, it's provoke. I forgot the provoke now requires to be a target, so that wasn't good. I could have obviously just attacked it. All right, not good. I'll trade there, and then right now I have 12, 15 on board. Playing out business draws me a card, sure. And playing out jelly adds 4 power on board, so now I have 17. So this would be 21, sure. Yeah, I'll play it. Okay. Pass back to the opponent. The opponent has whatever card they went and wind seeked. last turn. Plus 2 unknown cards. They played business and got the greed. Opponent is still, so they win seek for Frostwing. So they have 2 unknown cards. Probably going to attack my face. Interesting. Okay. That was a play. Okay, so should I Amy first just to see what I have? Yeah, well Amy first and see what I draw. I drew a Woofa. Business can take out Obsidiwing. The Mechwing can take out the business. I'm in this like grindy matchup with my opponent right now. And let's see. I have 10, 19 on board, so the opponent is dead in 3 turns. I could just try to ignore this Frostwing. Or I could kill it and then it makes the ice cubes. So if it makes the ice cubes, or I could do a combination. Could just attack it for 6, attack the opponent for 6. Next turn. I'm just going to attack. Oh, I ran out of time. So I should have gotten 12 damage in there on my opponent. I was going to attack their face, but I ran out of time. Mechwing comes down, returns Ocho, Gwinst. All right. All right. So the Gwinst triggering will keep my Cryo Slice alive and my Ignisteel. I could attack. I have 9 mana. All right. I think I'm just going to try to take my opponent. Oh, no, I have to think about this because there is the ability to, with the provoke. Although I don't have any things that need, that there's no abilities to trigger you. I'll just take the... Yeah, I ran out of time again. Taking too much time thinking about these turns. Opponent will attack me for 4 to 18. Oh no. That's not bad. So next turn I'll untap Ignisteel, the Ice Eagle. Attack the Ice Cubes. Next turn, play the Ignisteel. Hope it doesn't misfire. Oh, these Ice Cubes. All right. So now I want to defensively freeze my opponent. But I can't because of the first time playing with this provoke format in this new meta because I haven't been playing with these provoke cards yet. The new ability of provoke. All right, not bad. My opponent is playing well. Opponent has 2 random cards. Okay, so it doesn't spend their mana. I don't think the opponent spent their mana. Fangs can take out Icicle. No, it can't. Because of this provoke ability, back here, we'll go with Speedy and Ocho. And then I'll attack for 18. I think my opponent is holding and bagging some sort of like Hydro Blast, Beauty Pillar combo or something like this. Ocho comes down. The bug. So I think the opponent's last card is that Hydro Blast. All right, we'll trade off. I'll attack for 6. Next turn I attack for 10. The opponent will be at 26. It's a 4-turn clock. I have a little bit of built-in protection. Our life totals are fairly similar. Steel Feather is a good card for my opponent. I can trade 1 for 1. I was going to say I can trade 1 for 1 with the Ladacia, but now I can't. Huh. Sure. We will. Maybe I'll just ignore my opponent's Steel Feather and try to kill it with my. I think it's good play. My opponent probably can't afford that, so we'll try to pull some sort of trick out the sleeve. But maybe the opponent will try to race me, and I'm on a 3-turn clock. He's on a 4-turn clock right now, so I mean I'm on a 4-turn clock and I have the opponent on a 3-turn clock. Okay, so it was the Hydroblast card that my opponent was sandbagging. Oh no, that's the Aegis. Never mind. That card is not impactful right now. I will be able to eat this Steel Feather next turn no matter what. It will die to these Aqua Fluffle or pillars. Okay. So this was pretty good. I'm going to be able to trade with the Steel Feather just with the Ignisteel. And first I should draw a card. Huh. That Aqua Fluffle will trade with Amy. The Cutie Pillar will trade with the Cutie Bug. Maybe I just Life Bloom myself. Or I could Life Bloom the Ignisteel and take out the Aqua Fluffle. This feels bad, but I'm going to do it anyway. All right, the Fluffle's gone. I knew that was coming. Now I think my opponent will likely hit the Ignisteel, get the Ignisteel Feather. Instead gets the, just plays out Jelly. Okay. I can trade here. And then Swing for 6. And add a Boopa Snoot. That's not bad. Yeah, the Lord. The Lord.
We got a meeting in 1 minute. Just a heads up.
Let's do it. This is my last game. Guys, thank you for joining me.
After I'm going to hop out of here. Yeah. I'll see you in a few.
All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. So I have 8-11. That's death in 2 turns. So try to swing in here. My opponent's at 7. Even if the opponent kills the Ignisteel, I have 9 left. So that will be lethal. 0, one of the new pro players here, and very good streamer, making great content. Check it out on Twitch, twitch.tv. And let's see. All right, yeah, twitch.tv/SZERRO. That is okay. So yeah, opponent is dead. Good game, opponent. All right, let's see what I got. Guys, I won 17 ranking. That moved me into probably 8th. No, I'm still 11th. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are doing some $25 bounty games. Congratulations to Vanquish for winning. And thank you to my opponents, 0 and Brodnick. We'll see you for another